Valley sugar daddies want to be on a first name basis. So I love doing these Zoom shows because I get to see you guys every week, and I can go from my chair to my bed and I won't get a DUI. They say that alcohol is not good for us, but I know one thing that it's good for. It's good for my confidence. It's good for my courage. In fact, courage and confidence are kind of the same thing. Alcohol is good for my confidence. And if it wasn't for alcohol, I'd still be a virgin. I'd have my PhD, and I'd be a licensed driver. So I'm from Buffalo, New York, and everything that they say about Buffalo is true. We're the home of the Buffalo-style chicken wings. Going west. And happy hour. Woo! It is so cold in Buffalo that every day is an excuse for happy hour. And people in Buffalo are so nice, even when their toes are frostbitten. They do happy hour. And you know, since I've been living in LA, like I really forgot what real cold is like. And last year I went home and I ran out the door with my nieces to go sledding. I'm like, oh my God, this can be fun. Holy shit, my lips are frozen to my teeth. And then I heard, you know what those sounds were? Those were my nose hairs and eyelashes when they froze. And then one time it snowed on my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, May 3rd. Yeah, and then people say like, oh, the Niagara Falls side is so much prettier than the Buffalo side. I'm like, yeah, I agree. The Buffalo side of Niagara Falls is like being backstage. And I'm always the last to let our headliner in. She's in the house. Okay, so I'm always the last one to find anything out in my family. Like when my mom was alive, I called her and I was like, hi, Mom, how are you doing? How's Dad doing? She's like, I'm fine, but your father, you know how he drives like Mr. Magoo? Well, he got into his 4th accident. What? I didn't even know he had one. She's like, well, it's the first one outside the driveway. True. It's true, people. And my family are professional sweepers. They sweep everything under the rug.
And how about that?
I was born into a family that has a very bad disease. It's terrible. It's called paperitis. My dad is like Pigpen, but instead of having flies zooming all around him, he has paper fleas. And the papers in my dad's house are like amoebas. They divide and multiply. And now they're all contagious. They have COVID. And they're in every room. And as a kid, I was OCD and ADD and ADHD, but really OCD. If I wasn't at school or at ice skating, I was shredding. But this is before this is before electric shredders. I had to shred manually. I was like a little mini Marie Kondo with paper cuts. I hate envelopes. Envelopes are dangerous. Every Christmas, I had to sit down and lick 300 envelopes. I couldn't drink orange juice for a week. And now every time I open an envelope, it like gives me a panic attack. Well, I got engaged at one point in my life, and my dad took over my whole wedding. He said the only thing I had to do was choose the flowers and get married. He was my own personal dadzilla. And my dad said, if you're not 10 minutes early, you're late. So he started my wedding on time. My fiance's family's Italian. He almost knocked Nona over when the whole entourage was trying to make it to their seats before we got down the aisle. And my dad was like, seriously pulling me down the aisle, and I'm looking at him. And then I looked at my fiance, and then I looked at him, and I heard my dad go, no, you don't. I ordered filet mignon for 150 people. And I'm like, oh my God, my dad is rushing me down the aisle because he thinks my fiance is going to dash. He was twitching and sweating and like, I thought he was going to dash too. And I was like, come on, Dad, let's go. Because we got married for all the right reasons. He was a hot Italian and he had the best cannoli.
Ding.
Damn. Yeah, now I'm in COVID. So you think it was a long time for you, Melissa? Try 7 years. 7. That's a whole other set, though. That's a whole other set. Okay, so after 1 year of marriage, he took his cannoli off the menu. It was like Trader Joe's. He told me something, and then he stopped selling it. And I tried everything to save my marriage. I tried group therapy, couples therapy, porn. But I didn't try Sally's porn. Maybe it would have worked. So I said, I almost said my dad, my husband. Whoa, well, yeah. I'm seriously having a hot flash. Okay, so my husband, I asked him what the problem was, and he said I was too available. So I made myself unavailable. I divorced him. And I found out on Facebook that he got remarried. And then I found out on Instagram he got divorced again. And now I'm just waiting for Twitter to tell me he's gay. And when I called my dad to tell him that my ex got divorced again, he said, oh, well, now we know it wasn't you. That's my time, everybody. Thank you so much.